What's up, roofing contractors? Michael Mignoni here. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how it's possible to get a lead that is outside your service area when you're running ads. If you're running ads, let's say in a 50-mile radius around a center point, and you get a lead 300 miles away, how is that possible? And are you paying for that? Let's talk about that, because I just got a text message from a client who got a lead that's way outside of his service area. And he said, I want to make sure that the ad is set up properly and we're advertising to the right service area and the whole 9 yards. So it's a good question. It's a common thing that happens on rare occasion. So let's talk about it in this video. Number one, or let's just say the bottom line is, you can definitely get a lead outside of your designated service area. And mainly what's happening here is that people outside your service area are seeing your ads because people inside your service area are liking, commenting, and sharing your ad. Whenever someone likes, comments, and shares your ad, if they have a friend on Facebook that is outside your service area, if they're friends with someone in a different state, that theoretically and technically that person might see the ad that they liked, commented on, or shared. So you could be getting a lead from someone seeing your ad that wasn't seeing it from the ad itself, but from the engagement of their friend in your service area. And then they're just not realizing that you're not a contractor in their service area that can actually help them, and they're filling it out. Here's the good news. You don't pay for leads on Facebook. You pay for exposure. And exposure that you get as a result of someone in your service area liking, commenting, or sharing your ad is not exposure that you're paying for. That's additional exposure that is free. So that lead you got, while a nuisance, is free, doesn't cost anything, doesn't take away from your advertising, and it doesn't hurt you at all. Now, there is a way that you could be getting leads from outside your service area that means that something is set up incorrectly. Number one, the person who set up the ad could have just really messed up where they put the target, but then you'd be getting a lot of leads outside of where you want to. And that would be easily identifiable. Another is something a little bit more insidious, but very easily mistaken, or this is a mistake that people can very easily make, because when you're setting up ads on Facebook, the default setting for a service area is that it's people. So Facebook, the default setting is people living in or who have recently visited this particular service area. Now, what that means is that if you put a 50-mile radius around a center point, let's say 50 miles around Nashville, Tennessee, and you leave it as people who live here or who have visited here recently, you could end up showing your ads to people that live in Hawaii that were just in Tennessee last week visiting their family. So you got to make sure you change that setting, or make sure the person who's running your ads set that up properly to just people living in this service area. That's a very simple thing to mess up, and people that don't know what they're doing mess it up all the time. That's really it. I hope that answers your questions regarding how it's possible to get a lead outside of your designated service area, because that can totally happen. It happens on occasion. But if it's happening frequently, then there's probably something set up incorrectly. But it's usually nothing, okay? That's it. I hope this was helpful. See you later.